Alright there guys, welcome back to another YouTube tutorial that I am going to upload, okay? So after some time, okay, and going through the edit P3D stuff alongside with, you know, prototypes, modding community, I think I got enough knowledge to showcase to you what you should be doing in order to install and mod prototype and, do a model swap. This is a much more in-depth tutorial to what I have gained the knowledge from in Mysterious Powers tutorial. So first, above all things, go to, hold on. What was it? Prototype model swap tutorial. Tutorial. Wow. Go to the this one right here, the longer tutorial. Get the fuck out. And you can go and download drivegoogle.com right here. You can join their Discord if you want for a much more in-depth tutorial. Some help if you really want to. You might also find me there sometimes. And you download the model swapping package right here that they have. And you download anyway. And after doing that, you want to go over to the model swapping package you now have. I already have it though. Just ignore this bullshit, okay? So the first part you want to do after doing this is you want to get the lib folder, okay? So you extract it and you grab the lib, okay? Now in the tutorial for Windows 10, not 11 now, okay? I had a lot of, errors while trying to do this before, but if you go to the Nexus pages right here, you go to posts, okay? There are a few errors. There's a traceback gib as well, which I'm pretty sure what you guys get sometimes. There's also no module named clear error when you don't have the import, when you don't have PythonNet 3.1.0 installed. And also, oh yeah, right, this thing as well. I replied to this. That also happens if you just try to click the Blender add-on as well. So be very careful with this one. So the first part is to grab the lib, go inside of the lib, and as you can see, here's the actual lib right here. Now, why am I telling you to go in the lib folder? Because this is a subfolder right here. The lib is a subfolder. You actually want to grab the actual lib inside the lib folder. And then you want to extract this, cut it, and go to your Blender directory. You want to go to Blender, open file location, wherever you placed your Blender app. Make sure to download this version as well, 2.93.15, because this is the one we will be working with. Version matters. You want to go to here, Python, and then you want to replace the lib completely. Now mine is a little different because if you guys saw, this is a little bit more bigger in size, all right? So yeah, that's the first part you want to do. You want to replace the lib. You want to grab this part, and then you want to paste it, okay, inside of the Blender, lib, and replace it completely. Just remember first that it's basically like this right here. So you go to lib, and here are all of it right here. These are all the files. And make sure it's not like this, okay, where you go to lib, there's another lib inside the subfolder, and then here are all the other stuff, because afterwards it will crash, okay? It will crash, okay? Just make sure to do this thing that I replied with, okay? For me, that works fine, okay? All right, so after that, what do you do next after replacing lib? Okay? Oh my goodness, just ignore all of this, guys, for now. After installing lib properly inside of the Blender 2.93.15, you want to go to description and you will see PythonNet right here. This package must be installed in Blender's Python environment. You click it and you see the version you require, PythonNet 3.1.0. You can ask Gemini to guide you on how to install this thing if you want, but from what I can remember, okay, this was a long time ago when I was trying to install this, okay? I can't remember everything at the same time, but you want to go to your Blender, you want to go to Python and then bin. You want to control copy this, the path. You want to go to PowerShell or command prompt, whichever you feel like, okay? No, you don't just click it. I meant you need to run it as an administrator. Run as administrator. You want to type in first cd paste and then enter. And then after that, once you are in this part, the commands I remember you need to type inside the command prompt is -m ensure pip and then the other one as well is I think it was uninstall pip or something. And then the next one that comes afterwards is pip install pythonnet and then you type in the version right here. I kind of forgot, okay guys? I forgot like how you do this, but this is basically how you do it, alright? And then you let it load in after that, and then you're finished. Okay, you can go ask Gemini or Google for that, but you just need to type in like 3 commands first, okay? One by one, okay? So after you've installed PythonNet 3.1.0 inside of Blender, go test it out if it works. Make sure to exit out of your Blender version after you installed it so that the changes are, set. And you want to type in these right here. You want to type in the Python console right here, import clear. And if it works and it doesn't crash immediately, then that means you've installed PythonNet perfectly. Import system, the capitalized S, because this thing is case sensitive, and everything works. Yeah. And also, when you install add-ons, it basically finds them for you. You don't have to manually search them once you installed it. Okay, so now what is the next part after installing all that shit inside of Blender? Okay. I'm assuming the main reason I fix the import clear error I get whenever I try to install this, by clicking on the P3D add-on, is because I installed PythonNet 3.1.0. But I am sure that's the main reason why, and you'll get everything fixed later on. But after this, once you've installed import, I meant Python 3.1.0. You want to go over to preferences. You want to go to add-ons, and then you want to install the import P3D add-on afterwards. And you want to go over to model swapping package and then P3D add-on zip right over here. And then you install it, okay? You don't have to extract this thing or anything. Now, once you click this, 2 scenarios will happen. It turns on perfectly, or you get the error that I described in the posts, okay? You get this thing, the no module gibbed error, okay? Now, why does this happen? This isn't because of PythonNet 3.1.0. This also is not because of import clear, because you already installed PythonNet 3.1.0. Okay, you already installed it, and you already have the proper version of Blender, which is 2.93.15. This is because of the add-on, and I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with Nixon's code. Everything works, okay? I don't doubt him. I don't doubt that he forgot because I know it works, okay? I know it works, bro. Back then in Windows 10, everything was just fine. When I try to do this on Windows 11, I get this bullshit right here as well. So this is the second scenario. What do you do if you get this thing? You download Claude. You download Claude, okay? You download it, and then you go and replace the files, basically. Yes, that's what you have to do, bro. So, how do you do this? Okay, so if you get that error, go to the P3D add-ons zip, okay? Go to WinRAR, extract the P3D add-on, and then you'll have the raw contents. Where do you want to go? Where does the error direct you to? It's the prototype 1 folder. And you want to get these parts right here, and you want to give these to Claude, alright? And also the Blender log error. But if you take a look at this piece of shit right here. I think mine shows the fixed version. Hold on, let me see if that works same with let me see here, normal notepad. Nope, it's the same thing. So usually this appears different, okay? I don't fucking know why it gives me the fixed version, but whatever. For some reason, when I got this error, I had to vibe code this shit, okay? I had to like sift through the files and give it to Claude so that it could get fixed because there was a weird error inside of those two files I showed you inside of the P3D add-on. And it just kept giving me the gib error, alright? I don't know why, okay? But this right here, this is basically the fixed code that Claude had given me, or that I had to paste right here. The first 10 lines of the code, alright? And then I basically just, first 10 lines, and I pasted this thing in, okay? Now, once you have the fixed code, what do you do? How do you replace it? You want to go to app data. You want to do Windows R app data. You want to go over to Blender Foundation, 2.93 scripts, and then P3D add-on. And when you have your fixed Py versions, okay, your Python code, you want to go to prototype 1 and replace these with the fixed code, okay? And it should work because, again, the log error, okay, the log error for me, I'm not sure about you though, clearly shows that this thing is from the Python P3D add-on right here, okay? It's from the add-on. It's nothing else, okay? This is kind of like source, bro, okay? This is like how it feels to suffer, bro. It's just like spaghetti code, man. I don't know why it does this when I'm on Windows 11, but it works perfectly on Windows 10, okay? Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know, okay? So after all of that is finished and everything works, it turns on and it gives you these, okay? Now we get onto the actual model swap tutorial, okay? Um, After doing that, okay? After all that bullshit, just remember, okay, you need Claude for this thing. You need to install Claude before you even get to, do the model swapping. And then also you need to install PythonNet 3.1.0, okay? It's pretty simple, all right? But after all of that, And after placing the lib properly, like you go in the lib and you extract the part where it actually has, the lib files. After doing that, now we get onto the actual model swap tutorial, okay? The part I've actually wanted to talk about and not the installation process, which is so fucking boring and disgusting, okay? So let me just delete this part right here so I can give you like a fresh, sort of explanation. So go to your import and pure P3D. Go to the model swapping package because inside of there is a clean version of Alex Mercer's P3D. So this thing right here. You can also download the new P3D edit P3D as well. So you can basically grab this thing and extract it using the new edit P3D thing, or you can just use offzip.exe instead and just you know turn this RZ into P3D as you can see in the video, but I don't do that. All right, it's already in there anyways, so make sure you don't lose that because otherwise you'd have to install another model swapping package. But after that, you go grab alex.p3d, okay? Prototype 1, prototype 2 as well. But make sure it's prototype 1 if you're trying to go grab, prototype 1 uh, files, okay? After that, you want to go over here and delete the ground spikes as well. Delete hierarchy so that you won't have to manually delete all the other stuff inside them. So now what do? You don't just want to replace all of this, okay? Like the whole fucking model. You have to do it one by one, okay? So delete the jacket. Basically choose which part you want to change from here. You want to change the jacket, you want to change the body, or you want to change the head. Make sure to choose, okay? But anyways, if you want to change the arms, for example, there's a weird bug as well that I don't know yet, but if you try to change the vest shape, it'll crash your game for some reason. I'm still trying to learn it, but I might show this in the next tutorial. But for now, the ones I do know that I can change is the body, the hands, the left arm for some reason, and also Alex's head, okay? So for simplicity, I will go with Alex's head right here, okay? So delete the jacket, delete the body, delete the arms, and then the left arm or right arm. And you want to you want to delete this one as well. Uh, Body as skeleton, as you can see, you want to keep that one. And then arms as skeleton, you want to delete this one, okay? So now you have this right here. This is what you have, the head and then the skeleton. You want to make sure you follow the things that I'm doing. The clicking, okay? So you want to click the head first, and then you want to shift click the Alex body as skeleton, okay? Make sure that the head mesh is yellow first, and make sure the head mesh is orange or red, whatever, and then make sure the skeleton is yellow, okay? It's a very important part in the process, all right? The last active part, okay? You want to go to object, you want to click parent armature deform, okay? And after that, once you finish this, you want to go to your files, and you want to grab the part that you actually want to replace the model with, okay? So for me, I already have mine. It's a little edited, but hold on. I don't fucking care. Just go to mercer3.glb right here. Okay. Alright, so here's my guy right over here. Get this shit out. Okay, and alongside this, and then this. Okay. So it doesn't look any different. I just added a goatee on the guy, but hold on. Which hold on. Which material? Oh, this thing. Hold on. Image texture, final atlas. Final atlas. Hold on, let me see my texture. Final atlas 0.01. Okay, I get it now. I will be showing you how to also apply the textures incorrectly, so don't worry. So you want to grab this right here, and once you have your head, you just want to align it well. The prototype engine will automatically align it for you once you get the model inside of, prototype. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but, at least like align it correctly, okay? All right. Hold on. Okay, that looks good enough. Yeah, that looks. Hold on, wait. All right, there we go. That looks good enough. So once you have that, the first part you need to do is click on the mesh, that you want to change it with this. You want to click on apply all transforms, and then you want to go over here. And remember this again, click the original, Alex head shape, and then click the mesh that you want to replace it with, okay? And make sure that this one is selected first and much more highlighted blue, and this one is yellow last, okay? Just remember, okay? This and then this, okay? Not this and then like this, okay? You see the colors, they change? Not, like this, okay? With the mesh you want to replace it with. And then after that, you want to click on the small arrow up here, and you want to go to P3D. If it doesn't show, that's okay, all right? You just want to click a mesh in order for this part to pop off, okay? So click this, and then you want to control, you want to hold control, and you do this, okay? If you hold shift, this happens. Just do control and then click the thing, okay? You want to click in copy weights, all right? And then you'll see that it has the vertex groups now inside of this thing. So once that's finished, okay, what do? You simply delete the previous model, and you want, again, watch this, click your mesh, and then you want to click on the skeleton, okay? And make sure this is yellow first, and this one is orange, okay? And then after that, you want to go to object, you want to go to parent, armature deform, and you'll have your head shape right here. Now, the model is practically finished now, okay? Now let's go and export it, guys. Let's go and export it, okay? Let's name it like something untitled 2. Export P3D. Oh no, something isn't right. What did we do wrong? Nothing. There's only one last missing step, okay? You want to click the head, and you want to click the skeleton, but no, it's not like this, okay? You want to click the skeleton first now, and then your new mesh. You want to go to File, Export, Pure P3D, okay? Untitled 2, okay? And then Export P3D. And then everything works. If you check the part where you did it, hold on. Is it this? No. Ignore all of this shit. Hold on. Where the fuck is it? God, gosh darn it, bro. There's way too many files I have inside here. Hold on. But you know what? If I can't find the thing, it worked because it didn't give me the something right error. So something is not right error. Okay. So after you have your mesh, after everything is right, what the fuck do you do now? You go to edit P3D. Okay. So go to edit P3D, the one inside of the model swapping package. And now here's where the technical stuff comes in, okay? Because this is a completely different program you're dealing with. You want to go over to hold on, your original Alex Mercer P3D that you had from the model swapping package. You want to click on alex.p3d. You want to open it, okay? And then after that, you want to basically add the mesh in, right? So which one do you click in first, okay? Which part do you want to click first or add or something? You want to go all the way down and you want to watch for anything that has this thing called polyskin because this is the model itself right here. Alongside with the ground spike, but that shit doesn't really matter, okay? So polyskin Alex reg body vest shape. This one, head shape right here. And you can also see which skeleton that it's assigned to. So Alex reg body is skeleton. The one we have right now is Alex reg body is skeleton, which is the correct skeleton part. Make sure that you know which skeleton you're attaching it to. Otherwise, there's some weird fucking shit's gonna happen to you, bro, okay? So anyways, after this, what do? You go to primitive group and you want to make sure you have the shader name. If you lose it, that's okay. You can just sift through here which one it's using. So if it's color, it's using alexheaddm.dds, alexheaddm.dds. Oh, here it is, right here. That's the texture. And then this is our head mesh, right? So obviously using common sense and logic, this thing would be the head right here. So anyways, enough of that yapping. You want to go to primitive group. You want to click replace P3D node. And you want to go to the P3D that, you exported. Okay. You click it and then open and then it'll work. It's going to replace the thing. So after that's finished, you want to go down, Alex head shape right here, primitive group, and then you paste in the shader name that, oh fuck, that's the wrong thing. Hold on. Let me go over here to this thing. Copy this fucking thing. Hold on. And then whatever this thing right here. Okay. Alright. I think that's gonna take a much more different impact because I forgot to copy it. I don't know why I didn't copy it, bro. But make sure you copy the shader name before you replace P3D node, okay? But you can just do that, I guess. It's much better if you just copy it instead the original one. So after that, okay? After doing that, alright? What you want to do now is to properly apply the texture, okay? So you can clearly see here that the Alex reg body I have right here, it's using a shader, this thing right here. So you want to go to that specific shader, okay? You want to go to the color. You can also see the normal as well and specular. But you want to go for the dm.dds right here. The diffuse texture specifically, not the normal or the SM. Okay, this is for some special shit right here. Okay. That's like for the experts now. All right, that's beyond me. Okay. And you want to replace this one specifically, but first you gotta go through a few other steps. All right. So first, you want to copy the name of which one you want to export, and you want to export node data. You want to go here, paste in the alexheaddm.dds, save it, and if you go to your files here, you'll see that it's right here, alexheaddm.dds. So you then want to go to paint.net, let it load in. Doesn't matter which version, okay? You want to go grab this thing, and you want to replace this texture right here. So go grab any texture you want, but I'm gonna go grab this one right here because this is the correct texture that our mesh uses. Copy this, paste this in, expand the canvas size or whatever so that it fits, and then you want to save the thing. Or you can save it as a separate direct, DDS, direct draw surface, all right? Just make sure it has a different name. So after that, what you want to do now is you want to go back to edit P3D, okay? And you want to import node data, but it's a little complicated, okay? So instead of that, you want to go here to pure P3D file, okay? Actually, wait. Go here, save node as P3D. You want to do this. You want to copy this part right here. So here you have the original texture. We just saved it as a separate P3D. Then you want to import node data, and then you click on alexheaddm.dds, and then you just refresh it by clicking these. And as you can see, it worked. So now what do? Save the P3D file, go back to the P3D that you're editing, and go over here to texture alexhead, this one, the texture you're trying to replace with. Replace P3D node, and then this thing right here. And as you can see, it'll replace it. All right, let's see. And here it is right here. Hold on. Yes, that's the correct one. And make sure that it's the same name as the shader's name right here. Hold on. Come on, bro. Hold on. Come on. Okay. Make sure the replace texture is the same name as the shader name's, head texture, the one that it's currently using. It's a value right here, the value name. Make sure it's the same name as it, because this is the texture that this shader name is using, and the shader is what the head mesh is using, okay? Which is our head shape, primitive group, and this thing. So once that's finished now, okay, once you have this done, and once you have the alexheaddm.dds finished, what you want to do now after that is you want to save the P3D, okay? Just give it a moment, okay? Just give it a moment. You want to go over to wherever the fuck you placed the thing in. It's this one right here. Alex test P3D. You want to go to your prototype shortcut right here. Open the file location. You want to go to Art, Alex, and then replace it completely. Oh yeah, if you noticed here that I don't have the original RZ file that you would regularly see in a unmodified game, it's actually right here. I just have it backed up just in case. And before anything, I also want to mention another thing as well. How do you get the art folder specifically? That's also okay because in the model swapping package, you want to go in here, inside of here, and then you want to go to P1 and P2 extractor. Extractor is Scarface extractor.exe. And then you want to turn this thing on. Now first, how the fuck did I install Microsoft yada 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 inside of Windows? Because before this, if you try to, basically grab this thing and try to install it on, try to turn on the application on Windows 10, it'll work, I think. But this right here, inside of Windows 11, is a little bit more complicated, okay? You want to first go to Windows and search in Windows features, turn on or off, control panel. And you want to install .NET Framework 3.5 and includes Net 2.2 and also this one as well, Net Framework 4.8. You want to click on both of these and don't just click on the file, click on all of these, buddy. Click on all of this and also this as well so that your PC doesn't break and shit, okay? And after doing that, you just wait until Windows installs it for you. If you get stuck, search up an Indian tutorial. I don't know how to save you at that point because I forgot, okay? But once it's installed in, what do you do now? You want to select an RCF to extract. So go to your directory, okay, on where you store your prototype in, and go over here to art.rcf. I think I uninstalled it. Yeah, I did. Because it might override the art folder that I have right here and use the original one instead. But if you install a cracked version of prototype or if you have the Steam version, there's always a RCF folder with it, okay? Like cells, RCF right here, WOI, audio.rcf, audio RCF again. Basically, you just want to click this folder to save extracted content. And then you just make a new folder in your desktop, click that one, and just paste that fucking thing in there. You get the point, okay? Save and then start backup RCF, for example, right here. You do the same thing with art.rcf, okay? Let's see here. Backup RCF. Holy shit, bro. Wait a minute. Backup.rcf right there. Art.rcf, and then you have audio, and then you have all of this shit right here. The audio stuff. But I don't need it, okay? Because this isn't what this tutorial is for. Okay, so I'll get this fucking shit out of here, bro. Alright. So after that, yeah, you're practically finished by now, okay? You get the point. And, oh yeah, right. The main reason I told y'all that is because, if you don't have your art folder, okay, you obviously need it to replace the prototype files with. And then, once you have your art folder in, you want to delete the art.rcf folder you have, or you just want to cut it and then send it into like a backup folder right here. Renaming it doesn't work for me because it still uses it, okay? But I think for some of you, renaming it works, okay? But for me, either I delete the RCF entirely or I just go ahead and, send it to a backup, all right? So after all of that is now finished, okay? Just you can, get rid of this shit right here. I'm gonna go over to my prototype and showcase it to you now, guys. You just turn on game capture here. Hopefully this thing loads in so that you can see. Okay, give it a moment. Come on, baby, come on. Work for me here. I need you! I need you, please! Yeah, it's loading quite slow because I'm recording right now. Yep, I know. Get this thing out of my face. Continue, past and present. Okay. Also, there's another bug I must mention. If your prototype freezes and crashes, that means you need to change the uh your what was it again? Your CPU thing? I forgot. You can search up an Indian tutorial for that though on YouTube on how to fix prototype 1 crashing on start. Well, if you see the text right here, you see this? If it stops at any certain point, that means your prototype crashed, okay? To fix it, you gotta go to some Indian guy, okay, on YouTube, and then afterwards you need to change like your CPU thing. I fucking forgot what it was, guys, but that's what you need to do, okay? Hold on. Alright, so it did work. Okay, so if you look closely right here, here's the prototype model right here, guys. Now you can clearly see something is fucking wrong with Mercer, okay? But that's because we didn't replace the other, file types as well. But as you can see, yeah, this is what he looks like now, okay? And I can also see that the goatee is invisible right here. I'm pretty sure that's because the face orientation is wrong, but again, it's fine, okay? This is just my example prototype mesh for you guys. So ignore that fucking shit right there. So yeah, it does work. That's how you do that fucking shit, okay? And yeah, shut the fuck up, bitch. Get the fuck out of here, you pieces of shits, bro. Get the fuck out of here, man. And this guy just died and fainted. Alright, so I'm exiting out now. With the desktop right here. Alright, let me see what was wrong for a moment. Hold on. Is this my broken model? Did I forget to hold on. Face orientation. Oh yeah, this was my broken model. Oh shit. I forgot to flip this part. Alt N. Hold on. Alt N. Hold on. Was it Alt N here or was it U? Which mode am I in right now? Edit mode, Alt N. Okay, flip. I forgot to flip this part. If your face orientation on Blender is showing red, um, that thing is gonna appear transparent on your prototype basically. I forgot to do this, guys, but just make sure you know that, okay? To fix it, you just go and click Toggle X-ray, Alt Z, do this thing, and then you click U. Wait, no, Alt N, then flip. As you can see, the thing turns blue, alright? But I'm not gonna do that because this is just a simple tutorial, and besides, I already have a fixed version as well inside. So, yeah. That's how you do this shit, okay? That's how you do with this shit, alright? Don't save the fucking thing. So that was 44 fucking minutes of tutoring you on how to do this thing and sharing my knowledge on what I've gained right now. Also, again, if prototype starts crashing, okay, you have to go to YouTube and search up fucking hell. I need to showcase this because it's pretty important. Prototype crash fix. No, prototype crash fix. Hold on. Fix. No, not this. Sinister Tech. That's this guy, the explorer, the guy with the fucking turtle background. This thing right here. Yeah. Here's his channel, by the way. Make sure to have this, okay? Dedicated prototype fan. I am 100% sure. So yeah, if your game crashes, go to this tutorial right here and get the fucking thing fixed, okay? So yeah, that's how you do that shit. And next time I might also showcase a tutorial on how to basically change the what was it again? Uh no, I think that was it. I think that was it. There's nothing else I said. My brain is just making up shit now for me to do. Oh yeah, right. Also the normals as well. The normals, I forgot. I almost fucking forgot that thing. You can go to this fucking website right here. Goodness gracious, my thing is lagging like crazy. You wanna import the texture you have of your mesh, for example. For example, the final atlas that I made, and then you want to go ahead and import that shit in here, and then you want to grab your normal, which is like the pink one right here, and then you want to set the normal as displacement, okay, so that you get the gray version, the grayscale height map, bump map of the normal, okay, and you're basically finished there. All right, so yeah, that's how you do that shit, okay. So after all that, yeah, that's basically it. That's how you finish this fucking thing, all right? Mm, just excuse me for my you know weird explanation. It's because there's so much shit I had to do just to get this set up, okay? But the hardest part will probably be the installation process for you guys, because that was the hardest part for me, and all the other Blender errors as well. But that's not the only thing. The prototype models, and changing them, that's like the most simpler part once you actually understand, like, all of them and how to change it, and how to make atlas textures by merging, multiple textures into one thing, okay? So yeah, that's how you do that shit. I haven't even drank water yet, so I need to drink some more, okay? Think I've only had like 7 glasses of water today, which sucks. So yeah, I'm gonna go drink more. So please, okay? Thank you for watching, and just thank you, my friend, okay? Thank you.